Hi, my name is Erin Larkins, and I'm a work-based learning coordinator with Mount Diablo Unified. This video is to walk you through a new program for incoming freshmen in the fall of 2021 for a new engineering pathway, and it is called the CCAP STEM program. We hope that you enjoy.
Okay, so CCAP STEM is College and Career Access Pathway. This is a program that is in partnership with Mount Diablo Unified, specifically Ignacio Valley High School and Diablo Valley College and various industry partners. You can see the graphic on the screen is just a quick snapshot of some of our industry partners that participate with this program and with our students to give them the best of the best and the most information that they could possibly get from folks that are inside the field working and doing this work daily. So who is this pathway for? This pathway is specifically designed for students who are interested in STEM, so science, technology, engineering, or math. Students who are interested in careers in STEM and schooling and education in STEM. One of the benefits of this program is a smaller learning community. And then students will also be earning college credits while in high school. So they will be dual enrolled in both high school and college starting their 9th grade year. And then again, we're also looking for students who like to engage and have fun and have fun activities with their classmates, with their cohort, and then with industry partners. Industry partners are very actively involved in being mentors, and when it is allowed to do so, they're very hands-on. As you can see in the graphic on the screen, the students are working with a robot that they made themselves, and industry partners would come in and give, ins and outs, give some feedback, give some tips and tricks on how to make it work better or smoother. And so we like students who are ready to be actively engaged and hands-on with learning. Some of the benefits of the CCAP STEM program, again, I mentioned, were the smaller learning communities. The students will be cohorted starting their 9th grade year with the same group of students throughout their 4 years of high school. And so they'll have designated tutors just for them. Early and targeted interventions, meaning that if the students are, falling behind in any of their academic courses, we will make sure to get them into the tutoring, get them any kind of supports that they would need so that they're successful. We have a designated counselor who specifically works just with our career pathways programs. Contextualized math, which will give the students a leg up on other students entering college as freshmen in any engineering pathways. Students have got a good concept of what to be expected. Again, the early college credit, students will be earning college credit starting their freshman year. And then summer link activities, meaning we have different programs to keep the students actively engaged and eager to start their next year. So why engineering? Why an engineering pathway? Well, as you can see the graphic on the screen here, it's definitely livable wages for salaries for people who have, the STEM interests, who are interested in this type of work. It's a very high demand job. They are expecting the need and engineers in the industry to grow about 3% from a couple years ago to 2029, so it's projected growth. They're expecting 75,000 new jobs to be available and needed within the engineering pathway and field. Again, high salary and job security. So definitely livable wages in any aspect of the engineering field that you decide to enter. So it's not a bad idea for students who are interested in this type of work. So the CCAP program has additional benefits. Students will become part of, obviously, the engineering pathway over at Ignacio Valley High School. Right now, this pathway is only, and this program is only offered through Ignacio Valley High School. So these students, again, as I mentioned, will be dual enrolled in both college and high school. Students will be taking their regular A through G courses Monday through Friday, and then 2 days a week they'll be enrolled in a DVC class. So by the time they graduate from high school, they will have about 25 college credits on their transcript, their college transcript, which equates to just about a year's worth of college. So they definitely will start as freshmen in college with a whole lot of credits under their belt. Again, I mentioned the students are in a cohort starting in 9th grade. So The students will be working with their peers from 9th grade all the way through 12th grade, which helps them with learning, with tutoring, supporting one another, and of course, projects and building on the information that they learn each year. And then some of the opportunities of being in this program are internships, again, the mentorships with our industry's partners, when things go back to normal, field trips to actually do site visits and job shadows, and then the summer enrichment programs and after school programs, which we're going to talk about here in just a second. So some of the enrichment programs are like the ACE Mentor program, where students get to engage in architecture, engineering, and construction with mentors. They will participate in weekly meetings and events with the mentors and industry partners. Right now it's done virtually, but when it comes back to face-to-face, things will be face-to-face. And then students also will have a chance to be a part of the Project 212 Robotics Club with Ignacio Valley. You see the graphic on the screen of the robot that's moving. The Project 212 group actually made that robot. They designed it and made it from the ground up, and one of the students is actually navigating and moving that robot with a controller, and they designed it to move and catch the yellow balls, and I believe that it also throws the ball. So they will build this robot in about 6 weeks, when they're hands-on, of course, when they're in person, and then they can participate in different national competitions. We've had students participate in competitions up and down California and a couple out of state, and Ignacio Valley's robotics team actually has won a few of them too. So that's really fun and exciting for the kids to be a part of also. So the program of classes, what it will look like with Ignacio Valley High School, their regular classes, in starting their 9th grade year, they will, or right before their 9th grade year, they will have 1 week robotics boot camp. It might be a hybrid process, coming depending on what our world kind of looks like when we get there this summer. But we will definitely have activities and things planned for the students to get them engaged and ready to start their 9th grade year. During 9th grade, the cohort will be taking an engineering essentials class. In 11th grade, they'll be taking intro to engineering design, and then their senior year, they'll be taking an honors sim class with computer integrated manufacturing. During their 10th grade year, they will not be taking a specific engineering class because we have to make sure that they stay with their A through G requirements. And during their sophomore year, we will make sure that the students stay cohorted by putting them in either the same math class or the same social studies or science class, so that we can keep them together, because even though they won't have a specific engineering class through Ignacio Valley their sophomore year, they will still have their engineering class through DVC. So we want to make sure that they keep that communication, keep that, cohort going, and don't feel as if they are falling behind in any way, shape, or form. And this is what the lineup looks like for the DVC classes that they will be taking. As I mentioned, they are going to be dual enrolled in high school and college classes. So starting their 9th grade year, they will take their Career 100 and Career 101 class. 9th, 10th, and 11th grade, their DVC classes will be held on Ignacio Valley's campus. Right now they're held virtually, but when we are back, the classes will be held at Ignacio Valley's campus. So students don't have to travel anywhere. They just stay after school a little bit, 2 days a week. So these are the different classes that the students will be taking throughout their time, their 4 years in high school. And then during the summer, we have 2 different plans for the summer to keep them actively engaged and keep them learning and eager for the next year. We chose specifically the Career 100 and the Career 101 class for their introduction to college, so that the students could learn not only how to navigate DVC's websites and their portals, where they turn in their work and such, but also to learn how to communicate with professors, how to contact a counselor, a career advisor, academic advisors and such through the school. So it's a really good intro. Their 12th grade year, we are planning to have the students take their regular A through G courses at Ignacio Valley and then head on over to DVC's campus and take their final 2 classes of DVC on DVC's campus, so they can really get that college experience and be on the college campus. But for their first 3 years, the classes will be held on Ignacio Valley's campus, so that the students don't have to worry about transportation, getting there, and that kind of stuff. So this program has a lot of support. We've built a team of support for this program. Joseph Alvarico is the lead teacher for this pathway. He's also the teacher that teaches the Engineering Essentials class in the 9th grade year. So the students meet Joseph. They get to work with him a lot. He's very hands-on with the students. He also leads the Project 212 group, the robotics club. So he's very actively involved in all of the engineering with all of the students. The students adore him. They have a great relationship with him. Again, I mentioned we have a designated school counselor. Melissa Irvin is the career pathways counselor designated specifically to help students in the career pathways. And so if an intervention is needed, we can definitely, get that going for a student depending on their needs. We have a college professor who teaches the Career 100 and 101 class, Rachel Luna. She is amazing with the students. They're really enjoying working with her, and they're learning a lot, not only about different opportunities that are out there for them, but then again, how to navigate, being a college student and navigate the different websites and the different information that students will need to be successful in college. And then we have a designated work-based learning coordinator who is myself, Erin Larkins. I work very closely with the students. I not only support the teachers and our industry partners and Melissa, and of course the college professor too, but I am very hands-on with the students. So I am the one that's helping them make sure that their DVC applications are done. I'm making sure that any documentation or paperwork that needs to be filled out for any kind of a field trip or a work experience or anything that they're doing, I make sure that all of that is handled. I work very closely one-on-one with the students. Sometimes they reach out to me and let me know that maybe they're interested in tutoring. And so I can help set that up for them too. So I work very closely with them and support them the best that I can. Speaking of tutoring, we do have free tutoring that the students can access. It's available Monday through Friday. We have 6 tutors that we have hired through Mount Diablo Unified. They're actually high school students. They're Ignacio Valley engineering students as well. And they're upperclassmen, and they can help tutor our students, the CCAP students, in any of their classes that they're taking, not just engineering. Some students need help in, math or science or English, and so we have the tutoring available to them when they need it. One of the forms that I assist the students in making sure that is on file is a FERPA and dual enrollment release waiver. We make sure that we have all the proper protocols and information in place. Without the FERPA signed, Mount Diablo Unified, myself, Melissa, Joseph, we cannot inquire about the student's academic process at Diablo Valley College without this form being signed. It's college protocol. Parent or guardian cannot even inquire about academic progress without this form being signed. So it protects the students and it protects everybody involved. So I make sure that we get this form filled out and is on file. And essentially it's just a form that says, yes, the student signs it. Yes, I give permission for Mount Diablo to inquire about my academic progress, or yes, I give permission for my parent or guardian to also, inquire about my academic progress. So we make sure that everyone is protected. So at regular comprehensive high schools, to recap, we know students need 220 credits to graduate. Each class is 10 credits. To be considered part of a career pathway, students need to have 10 credits of career tech class. The students will fulfill this requirement their freshman year with the Engineering Essentials class, so that will be checked off the box, part of their A through G under Career Tech. And then the rest of the classes that the students will be taking their junior and senior year will fall under electives. So we're very strategic and make sure that the students are staying on track with their A through G courses, that they are not falling behind. We're not adding an additional class at YV for them to take that's going to throw their schedules off or their transcripts off. So again, we pay very close attention to a student's progress within the district. And if we notice that a student is not on path to graduate or, is falling off the track or falling off the path, that's when Melissa and myself step in and start implementing any intervention that the student may need so that they are successful. So these are just a couple of quotes from some of our current cohort, which is the first cohort of this program. The student says, CCAP is an amazing program. I'm very fortunate to be a part of it. As a freshman, I feel like I already have a head start on my career path. The student goes on to say, I have already learned a lot about college degrees and what it takes to go to college, and I even got to interview an engineer. Another student said, I'm so happy to be a part of this program. I get to have experiences that a lot of my classmates don't get to have, like talking to the different engineers. So this is where our industry partners come into play, where they have participated in informational interviews, they've sat on career panels, they've participated in certain mentoring experiences and guest speaking experiences. So we make sure that the students are really, getting a ton of information from those in the field, in the industry, working day in and day out, both men and women in the field, so that students can really identify with the area of interest that they have and get all that there is from those who actually do it day in and day out.
So thank you so much for watching this video, and if you would like any additional information or have additional questions, please feel free to reach out to Melissa, the career counselor for this pathway. Her email is on the screen, as is mine. We are more than happy to answer any questions that you may have or any things that come up after you watch this video. So we're really excited that you watched it, and we hope that your student applies. Thanks.